Here's the pile of pots that I cleaned out while it was raining so that I didn't have to be running water. It rained, I want to say a good 2 to 3 inches over 36 hours or so from Thursday evening. Thursday evening we had a storm warning, like a flash flood storm warning. So since then, I emptied everything out because I cleaned it. That white bowl was completely full of water. And since then, I guess it's rained another at least inch and refilled everything. So hopefully I get to dumping this water today. So on the list of things to do today is dump this water, and I don't know if you can tell, that tree should not be treeing right there. I need to mow the yard because it's been 2 weeks now. The wildflowers are coming along nicely. This patch right here was the last one that I had planted. Oh, and that trap is sitting on the mulch and not open because I caught the big groundhog that was going through and eating everything. And, well, it was already dead by the time that I found it in there, so I'm guessing it had a swift demise, giving itself a heart attack being caught. I thought they were sturdier than that. But that's okay. So I brought it to the dump because I guess it's one of the legally you can options, and they've got lots of those vulture type of birds there, so I'm sure they'll make good natural reuse of it. So I'm gonna see if I can't get it together to spray the whole entire yard with that flea, tick, and mosquito stuff. I think it's mostly, I think it said it was cedar oil, like cedar oil or juniper oil or one of those oils that people are always talking about. So all of the NASC stuff I shipped off. It was, I want to say something like 25 boxes worth. It was a lot. I think I was the second highest, what's the word you would use here, grossing person. These flowers are coming along. So right here, like the yard has problems, it's really dry, or the seeds didn't really stick, or they ran downhill, but it sort of starts picking up here. This spot right here is always really dry. I even had to water it midweek last week because it still hadn't rained. All of this grass popping up, I mean, I guess I should weed it. Oh, look at that pink flower over there. So I guess I should weed it, but I mean, in a wildflower patch there would be grass, and also considering all the rest of the stuff that I gotta do, it's kind of at the bottom of the list. But I'm sure it's at the bottom of everybody's list. Okay, so I guess it's those pink flowers opening up time of the year. So these white ones opened up, and I have lots of California poppies, and then those sweet Elysiums are everywhere, and also the snapdragons. A lot of stuff kind of had its petals. These white ones had its petals kind of demolished when it was raining because it was pouring pretty hard for a while. But everything else is still going pretty good. I like this part right here. I must have thrown a lot of snapdragons in here. So hopefully more awesome stuff is yet to come. I'm not sure if you can see in here, I have some sunflowers coming up too from the couple of pounds of sunflower seeds I chucked at everything. I don't know if that's some sort of flower or a really sturdy grass, but I guess I'll find out, right? Because I weeded it all out of the patch up there that was kind of sparse. Let's go look at some of these other flowers. Oh, look, that's not a flower. That's somebody enjoying the flowers. So he's cute because there's only one of him. If it turns into like 10 of him, then he's not cute anymore. I chucked more flowers here because it was kind of bare and just grassy. Maybe I didn't throw enough seeds in, so I chucked some more. So actually I was cleaning out the shed a little bit, and I found a think it called itself like Forever or Scented or something. So I found another satchel. It was in plastic. It wasn't in the cloth bags. So I chucked it around here. Because after I shipped off all those boxes for the Nask, I cleaned out absolutely every single last box that I had in my house because I was sick of looking at them and thinking about them because they were taking up so much headspace. So I think that's, I think it goes by the common name coneflower. I might be completely wrong though. Ooh, this might be the same sort of guy but in a different color. Oh, echinacea, that's what it is. So I had a rainbow echinacea mix that had, look, multiple colors of echinacea in it, so maybe that's what these are. I wish I was better at flowers, but I already know a lot. So anyway, things here are looking pretty great. Then there's more back there, and some of this thistle is blooming too. I kind of feel like I should dig over a little bit of this. I did chuck more wildflower seeds in there. Hopefully it comes up. Here's my pizza and grilling station that I set up. One of the neighbors came over and helped me with that square stone on top. I left it out here in the rain. I need to find covers for it. I don't know where to find this stuff because I've never grown it before. So that tall guy in the back corner there, which I think is the same thing as these guys, I'm leaving it because it has wells where the leaves meet, and it's water in there, and I figure the critters are probably using that instead of getting a bird bath. So yesterday I was finally shopping online. I need to still find nightstands a year and a half after moving here. I still haven't found any that I like. I finally did find bedside tables that I like, so that's good. So I was looking at bird baths, if I actually want to get one or not, and I almost bought one, but what I did buy was a couple of really tall shepherd hooks so that I finally put up my hummingbird feeder this year. And then, see, it's this tall grass stuff. It's probably just a grass, right? I should rip that out. Never ending work in the garden, right? So, big shepherd hooks to finally put my hummingbird feeder out this year because I didn't last year. And I also got, I think it's called like a finch seed sock to feed the finches too. So I think I'm gonna put them up in the middle of the wildflower patches. There's our little bunny flower here. I should take a picture later. Maybe I'll take a picture now and then we'll meet back up in the garden. Okay, we're in the garden. I don't know if I showed you last time. I don't remember what happened last time. It was a busy last week. This, what is it called again? Oca tubers? This South American clover that makes tubers on its roots, essentially. I got that potted out, and I also finally got those sweet potato slips. Oh, the post office had claimed they were going to come in the day after they did, so they sat in my hot mail box for an afternoon. So I re-wet the wrapping that they came in, let them sit inside in the chill in the morning, and then planted them out. And lo and behold, it was pouring for the next day and a half, so they settled in nicely. I put a little bit higher concentration of peat sort of materials in this than I had put in the potatoes because the potting soil in this seems to get kind of crusty on top and it doesn't really want to soak in really well when it gets dried out, so I tried something new. Things are exploding. Moon and stars melons. I keep ripping off these rhubarb leaves so the melons can get some light. Look at all that. Pole beans. It's definitely some sort of like, either it's one of those bald head mustard or it's a turnip or something, but it's definitely going to bloom. This gourd is taken off. I think it's one of those like birdhouse gourds or something. Look at the size of that. I saw that yesterday after all that rain, and I thought to myself, wait, is that a squash that slipped in where the cucumbers are? I think this might be those big orange cucumbers. And seeing the size of that, if it is, I think I made a mistake planting so many because it's not, like, there isn't room for something that big. Oops. Because those green cucumbers last year were pretty small, so I thought I had more space to work with. So the bugs are eating my bok choy, and the this is either eggplant or tomatillo. I think it's tomatillo. There's caterpillars stripping my mustard. I went through and killed a bunch of them by hand. I think I saw a praying mantis eating one of them, but I'm definitely spraying BT around the garden this morning. So this morning I'm hoping to spray BT around, mow the yard, move the useless mantle for there's not even a fireplace into the shed now that I cleaned things up a little bit, and just look at that caterpillar. And also move the ladder from my back step into the shed now that I've cleaned all those boxes out. You know how I know there's aphids. I like how some of these carrot blooms are purple too. So, what else? Look at this nice sunflower. It's the furthest along. Oh, so that woodchuck had been eating the rest of the sunflowers that were coming up in the mulch pile, so I moved them to the back here. I don't know if you can see them all because it ate off like all of the leaves, but I moved them back here. I moved one sweet potato back here too. Hopefully these take, like, look at that. There's nothing there. I think the slugs finished off the leaves on this one. Come on, let it grow. Why you gotta be like that? So, hopefully they take off finally. Wait, I thought this one was further along. Why is it so eaten? Well, anyway, Venus flytraps. I got some, what's this called again? Shiso? It's either called red or purple shiso. So I got some of that in because I'd planned on planting seeds of it last year. I didn't get seeds. I'd wanted to plant it this year. I still didn't get seeds. And by the time that I looked it up, everybody online was saying that you got to stratify it over the winter time. So by the time that I was going to buy it, like 2 weeks ago, there wouldn't have been time. So I just bought some starter plants for like $5, and so far so good. And I guess they reseed themselves, so perfect. If they reseed or regrow next year, or for next year, then I'll just keep them in this nice pot. My mint collection and the roses all the way on the right, and all of the pitcher plant survivors. The pot in the middle is dead, but I think I put some Venus flytrap seeds in it last year, so I'm keeping it around to see if anything sprouts. This is one of those purple and or blue pumpkins. They're winning the race. I'm leaving this tomato. If it survived so far, that means it's a spot I never step in. So these look good. This is growing back. I filled these jars up when it was raining with some of the other jars. Some of the other jars got filled up more too, so I'll have that to water with this week. Some of this stuff just didn't survive, which makes me sad. This is a Regia. It was doing really badly inside, so I moved it out here because it can't possibly look worse. And we haven't seen any of my new little buddies. Maybe we'll see one of them. Here's more sweet potatoes. Where are my little buddies? I saw them yesterday when I was covering the plants. I saw one over here. Let's see if we can't find him again. They're really well camouflaged, so we might not find them. I know there was one over here too. This corner is complicated with the stabby bushes and then the mustard seeds. I'm excited to make pickles. If those giant cucumbers really come in, I've got mustard seeds, I've got dill sprouting everywhere, shallots, and onion. I mean, maybe I'll just use the seed right for spice. And I've got carrots coming in. I've got carrot. Wait, I thought there were more. I blame the bugs. Anyway, I've got carrots coming in over here, and in one of the other beds too. I had a cutworm over here, right here. It took down a nasturtium. So, That's why I've been putting glass jars over the nasturtiums overnight now. It's one thing after another. That's why I'm spraying with the BT, because I think I saw one of those squash vine borer moths maybe 2 days ago. So that's why I'm going to spray the BT. I mean, I should probably inject it too, but at this point I'm just going to spray it. Well, I don't see any of our little buddies, but who they were was little toads. Well, once again, my phone is too full, so it cut off before it ended. But I don't think these things really need an ending. Anyway, till the next one next week, and while I'm also in here, my door handles, like the latches, are from somewhere between 1880 and 1920, and I finally found a replacement online yesterday too when I was shopping for those the shepherd hook and stuff. I got a bunch of things on my to-do list finally off of it a year and a half later. So hopefully that comes in this week, and then I can finally have working doorknobs on all of the doors in my house. Okay, that's it. Till next time. Bye.